The more I work with successful organizations, the more I realize the emphasis that all of them put on reporting. At first, this surprised me. There's so many tools available to do so many different types of things. Why would reporting be the place where everybody starts? Well, it actually makes a lot of sense. So, reporting will show you what's effective in your business and what's not, what's making you money and what's costing you money. So, if you want to make more money, improve revenue, improve profitability, you're going to start with reporting. Okay, that sounds great and all, but where does this start for you? So, in your organization or the one that you're working for, where do you even start with all of this? So I like to think about this in two different ways. We think about first, what is working inside the organization and what is not working. Okay, so after we have those two categories established, let's go into what's working. How in the world would you possibly measure that? Well, we can target things like deals created, contacts created, or just look at revenue, right? But specifically, the reports that we're after are going to be marketing attribution reports. We're also going to look at contacts created reports. Between those two, we should start to get a good feel for what are driving leads and what marketing channels are really being effective. We can zero in on those marketing channels and produce more content like the ones that are already successful today. Let me show you a very basic marketing attribution report. So I'm using HubSpot as my CRM. They have a really great report building feature here. And if we notice, we just have the original traffic source on the y-axis, and on the x-axis, we have the count of contacts. Okay, so we can see most of these in the last 90 days, or this quarter so far rather, have come from offline sources. This could be things like integrations or data imports or anything like that. But we'll also see things like our referrals number is pretty high actually. So that might be something that's interesting. Maybe you drill down and look at those contact records and see who is referring them, right? How are they going to your site? How are they becoming contacts? What's being effective? This is an example of how this marketing attribution report can be super helpful for you. Similarly, the contact attribution report can be effective as well. If you are using HubSpot, let me show you this cool little trick here. You can actually just go to this reporting tab, hit reports, and if you click on contacts, you'll actually get it right here, right? So this looks pretty similar. This is going to be all the contacts inside of your CRM though, and not just specific to leads or MQLs, SQLs, etc. You can change that if you want to by saving the report and editing it from there. But this is, again, just an example of how you can find this data that's super useful for your company. Now, the other category that we had established was what isn't working. And to do that, let's take a look at a customer journey analytics report. I also already made a video about this. It's a Sankey report and it shows the deal flow. So be sure to check that one out if you're interested. Back inside of HubSpot, go to reporting, go to dashboards, or actually reports rather. This will spit you out here. Let's create a report together and we will look at this customer journey reports. We'll go based on the contacts. Again, I made one of the deals before already. Let's go hit next. And now you start to choose all of the different events that you want to really test your hypothesis by. So one thing that I haven't really gotten to is that the way you build one of these is not first by looking at all the options available to you. It's identifying or guessing really, right? An educated guess on what you think the customer buying journey is. And then we're going to build a report to either prove or disprove that theory. So that's what the whole game is about. Okay, so we finished up. Let's have a look. Here, what we did is actually said, all right, we think that ebooks to emails to sales to opportunities is actually what's happening, or sales nurture rather, to opportunities. And so we have the landing page views, the form submission, open nurturing email, if they start to engage with it or become a marketing qualified lead. And lastly, was an opportunity created. And so we can see that some of these are skippable, right? So they don't always have to become a marketing qualified lead first. They can go straight to opportunity created, right? So there's also different paths with the email nurturing, right? These could be different campaigns or different sequences they've been enrolled in. So this is just one example of how you can really track this information inside of your organization. That's it for today. I believe that should give you a really good starting point into getting your arms around really marketing attribution, where contacts and leads are coming from, and identifying the sequence of events that it takes for a contact to actually do business with you So if you have any questions or feedback, let me know. Also, give me a like, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.